Hey guys, Tanner Tykert here. We're going to do a 2019 consignor application. We're going to run through it. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, but I'm not going to show you uploading a website link or a YouTube channel link or a Facebook page link, as well as not the video links or the photos or files. If you want to see that, go to the 2019 trainer application page and check that out. So here we are. Click on the consignor application. There's 3 buttons here at the bottom of the page. The top button is if you are going to put one horse in the competition, if you'd like to put one in. That's going to ask for some ranch information, a little bit of biography about you, your spouse, your family, if you have them, and then what your involvement is in the equine industry. The middle button is only if you are going to apply to consign a second horse to the competition or more. So that's only asking for horse information. So your first application, please do the top one. So I'm going to click on it. That third button was for your recommended reading. We wouldn't recommend you go through that and read it. Now, some pretty basic information: name, gender, spouse, address, ranch name, phone number, email, form to contact you. Now here's where you see a website, YouTube channel, and Facebook page. You can put a link right to those. If you copy paste them, you go in the trainer application video, check that out. Now you're going to see a bio. Tell us a little bit about you and your family. Help us get to know you guys and be more familiar with you. Your breeding program description and bloodlines. Description, we're looking for maybe how you use horses, what you like to use them for, and breeding program bloodlines. If you don't have a breeding program, both of these will shift just a little bit, but don't take it too literal. Tell us about the bloodlines that you like. Tell us about the horses that you have and why you have them. Just be willing to share with us that information, and don't worry about those questions too much. Have you ever trained horses? And if so, at what age did you start? That helps us get to know if you guys are understanding of the trainers, or if you're not. Most of you, if you're racing horses, probably are. But you'd be surprised at experiences that we've had. So what does a colt with 60 days training look like to you? Please help us get familiar with that. We want to know if your expectations are really low, or if they're really high, or if we're going to exceed them or not reach them with the horses in the competition. It kind of helps us know where we can have conversation with you to set the standards. What's your feed program? Helps us, right, to make sure your horse is healthy in the next place it goes to. When you take a horse to a trainer, what do you expect? Here we encourage a lot of updated videos, and we encourage them to call you once a week at least to update you on your horse. Some of you guys are going to tell them to call you less, and that is okay, but let us know what you usually do. If your horse gets hurt, this is a question we've been asked about, and some people have been like, whoa, that makes me a little bit concerned. The reason we ask this question is there have been a few instances over the last 4 years. This is coming on our 5th year doing this competition. There's been a couple of instances where there had to be a vet bill for different situations, and this gives us an idea of if you are going to pay your bill or you're not, or how you're going to work with the trainer on a situation like that, if, God forbid, that situation does come up. How much you pay on average for a month of training, how many colts do full year, how many do you sell as weanlings and yearlings. That information, as well as 2 questions down, what's your average selling price of a colt with 60 days training, helps us to gauge if we can sell your horse for a figure that you will be happy with or not. And hopefully we can. We believe that we can, and the program continues to do better every year. How many stallions do you stand? That's not required. Some of you guys aren't standing stallions without a breeding program. References, we will call them. Please, no relatives. Generally, they only say good things. Granted, that's what we're looking for mostly. But we also want honest feedback if we say there's anything you could improve upon. Accomplishments in the equine industry. All of you guys are that are putting in for horses, have good breeding programs you've poured a lot of heart and soul into. That's an accomplishment in and of itself if you've done never won anything or anything of that nature. Pictures, you guys can check that out, how to do that on the trainer video. Family or team photo, please show us your family if you've got one, so that we can be familiar with them when you guys show up on competition start and end days. There's quite a few optional pictures. Help us get familiar with your place, your studs, your mares, your other colts. Maybe you have an additional business breeding dogs or whatever. Let us get to know you a little bit so that we can better help you have a good experience with us. And then it's going to ask for the competition horse information. Registered name, full date, sex, color markings, registration papers, brand inspection. You may not have a brand inspection right now. Take a picture of a piece of paper that says coming soon and upload that file. But we will need the brand inspection soon, as our dates are right around the corner, about 2 months away. Broadside photo of Colt from both sides, front and rear photos, and a headshot give us a really good idea of what that horse looks like from all angles and if it's really healthy and fleshed up. These videos also give us an idea of if this horse is a wild banshee or if this horse has been handled a little bit before. We want these horses to be on the same playing field when they show up, so that the trainers have kind of an equal start to a certain degree, at least at the beginning of the competition. We also want the trainers to be able to hit the ground running with these horses, so you're going to bring them on the same playing field. This Colt breeding program advertisement, the first one's required, second one isn't. I'm going to do an additional video on how to build an advertisement. You can check it out there. Once you've done all that, you just hit submit. It takes 2 or 3 minutes, and it cycles it through. It'll give you an alert saying that it's received your application, and you should get an email sent directly to the email that you entered up top with this form all filled out. So there you are, folks. That's the competition colt consigner application. As a quick